Hey everybody, tomorrow marks the start of the third week of my Viparspectra 300 watt LED from Amazon versus the HLG 65 watt kit experiment. And in each one of these little 2x2 spaces, I'm growing two types of tomatoes. So in the back, that taller one is a golden sunrise, and I was way off with my first guess. I couldn't remember what it was in the last video. I think I said it was an early girl, so not even fucking close. And the red one in the front is a Heartbreaker Vita F1. Now that's a cool name for a tomato, right? So each one of these lights has two of those types of plants, and in the last video I had asked everybody what the most fair way to do this would be. I want to make sure that these lights are balanced evenly so I get some good results. And as you may remember, the 300 watt Viper is drawing double the power from the wall that the HLG 65 is. This thing is taking about 130 watts and this guy is pulling 65 watts. So it's kind of tough to balance them out because it's almost like they're a different class of lights. But I found most people had responded saying that I should just hang them at their recommended height from manufacturer, so that's what I've done. The Viparspectra is about 20 inches from this, I guess you could call it a canopy, kind of a sad canopy, but we'll call it the top of these tomato plants here. And the HLG 65 I have brought down to 12 inches off the top of those. And you know, normally the problem with running a light so close is that you get a lot of heat buildup, but this thing runs so cool, and my ambient temperature is nice and cool as well. But there's literally a ½ degree difference between the top of these plants. If I just take a quick measurement, 12.6, 12.5. If I have a look at this one here, 13 degrees, no, I must be hitting the soil. Yeah, right on the leaf is about the same. It's like in the mid 12s. So temperature is essentially the same, which is fantastic. As I say, it is cold. It's like minus 25 or minus 30 outside Celsius, which is, I believe, minus 15 to about minus 20 Fahrenheit. So that means in this basement here, I'm freezing my balls off because it's 56 degrees. So I have to like bundle up to come down. And I pity these tomatoes because they're having a tough go. They would like a nice tropical 25 degrees, but they are certainly not going to get that. But I'm faithful. I have faith that they're going to pull through and eventually start growing. So just to show how even these things are, let's take a ppfd reading. I'm just going to replace this so I can be nice and consistent, and hopefully you can see my meter in the background. But if I go on top of this cup here, I'm getting a ppfd of 330 micromoles. And if I do the same over for my HLG 65, right there, we are 340. So that is super close. That's 10 micromoles difference between the two, and I'm very happy about that I was able to get these things dialed in so close. So it should be an excellent experiment, and really I think the only difference maker, at least at this point, is going to be the spectrum that these things are putting out. The Viparspectra has a whole mix of different stuff. It's got reds and blues and IRs, deep reds, you name it, whereas the HLG 65 is just a straight up LM561C, zero fucks given 4000K. And I don't know. Is it going to make a difference? Who knows? Right now, the plants look almost identical between the two. So if I line up my Heartbreakers, such a cool name, 1, 2 from that side, and I have labeled these cups, so I'm not going to mix them up. And I, of course, I labeled them wrong. I keep calling this thing a Mars Hydro, so everything has an MH from the Viparspectra side. Great, right? But these are all looking very similar. The one that kind of stands out, this guy's doing really well here from the Viparspectra, but this one here is actually doing pretty well too from the HLG 65. So there's almost no difference. I mean, I don't think I could tell these apart at this point. And then as for the yellow ones, the Golden Sunrise, you know, I bought a tripod for this phone, and I'm just holding it like an idiot, so I'm going to actually use it now. Beautiful. Okay. Again, there's not really much difference between these either. I'm thinking it's going to take a while to see these things start to diverge, if they even do. But right now, everything looks alike, and I just fed them nutrients for the first time yesterday. So I'm hoping that that really spurs some growth. Mind you, like with this temperature, they're probably going to be a bit sluggish, but whatever, we'll see. And they're both the same. So when I was picking plants, I sprouted a whole bunch of different seeds, and I only took 2 for this plant, or sorry, 2 for this light and 2 for this light that were all relatively the same size. But there was one of the yellow ones that was like way bigger than the rest. And check this out. I have, oh shit, what is it? HLG 40 kits with the new QB96 light hooked up here. And look at this guy. This dude is big. He's green and he's pissed. This is like the Hulk tomato. This guy was just kind of like a little wiener one, but I didn't want to throw him out. But look at the size of this dude compared to these guys. And it's been like that since the start. Like, I don't know what this dude is eating. Brondo. Anyway, I'm gonna keep him alive. We'll see how he does. Actually, I forgot to feed him. That's just straight water that he's running on. He's like bone dry. But I'm gonna keep an eye on that guy just for fun. And I don't know. This guy, he might not make the cut. We'll see. But anyway, that should do it for this update anyway. Every couple weeks or so, I'm going to try to do a video that's just dedicated to this experiment and try to keep you guys posted as to how things are going. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this video, and we'll see you soon with some more good stuff.